rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come in straight.
What it is, it's your boys Teddy, Deuce, and LaQuell reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key.
What is
Hey.
up?
What's up?
Be back at it. Another day in paradise. How y'all doing?
Paradise. Hey, look, I'm kosher.
Are you?
I'm all right. How you living, man?
I think I know why.
Why? Why am I kosher?
Because your little warriors over there, you know, hopping into that first topic right there. Warriors decide to find Draymond Green without any suspensions. How y'all feel?
I'm gonna let LaQuell take this one.
I mean, it don't matter, both of y'all.
Yeah, I think that with Draymond stepping away, he gonna step away for like a game or two, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Himself. So by the time he do come back with the suspension, with him missing games and missing time, then it's gonna kind of be, you know, a suspension without a suspension.
What is that saying to everybody else?
That they holding him accountable for his action. If he ain't gonna be in the game, he ain't gonna be playing, he ain't gonna be contributing, practicing. He's stepping away. You know what I mean? He really stepping away and taking time away. It's kind of he really not with the team. He really suspended kind of, and he really, you know. So
he just did it the smart way. So, well, if you look at it, when you get suspended, you get fined at the same time because you don't get paid during the games where you suspended. So by him taking a game off and time away and then getting fined, you put that together, like Quill said, it's like equivalent to him being suspended. So some people may be like, oh, I thought he'd have been gone. And when people see indefinite, people go crazy, be like, indefinite. Like all that means is there's no set timetable. It doesn't mean it's a long period of time. It just means there's no set time. So when I seen it, I was like, thank you, Jesus. But really, I just looked at it and I said, that's because the team, they came and they talked about it. And I think people like, hey, we're going to learn from this. We're going to let bygones be bygones. We're going to forgive and we're going to move forward. Because I think the one who really hurting from all of this is Draymond. He potentially out there losing sponsorships left and right, getting cut from whatever contracts he had, and just mentally, he like when you hurt somebody that's close to you, and regardless of what people can say, Poole close to Draymond close to Poole. When you hurt somebody close to you and you really like let that digest and sink in, it hurts you more. So I think he let a lot of people down. And his queen probably told him like, So, and I know when them OGs start reaching out to him, they really penetrated his mind. But I think he was already there too. Like he knew like, man, I messed this one up. But he, you know, just being hot-headed. So I looked at it, I'm like, oh yeah, that season opener finna be legit. And so, hey, I just hope this the end of it. I just hope it's the end of it, and Poole don't try to catch him slipping or nothing.
Yeah, I think him stepping away was good because having to apologize to Poole when it happened, and then having to go back and do a press conference to tell the world that you apologized to Poole, and then having to continue to tell everybody, yeah, I apologize to Poole. I'm sorry about it, y'all. I'm sorry, everybody. Everybody, you're not even telling Poole no more. You telling everybody else you sorry about it. So it's like he needs to step away until it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. Let somebody else let some other news get in the world a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody else ain't let them forget about it.
But no, you mad.
Yeah, his game back, they gonna bring it up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let some other NBA news get in the world first.
You mad. I know you look forward to our people being out.
Yeah, let's just hope we don't be like number one in the West without Draymond. Then it's gonna be, you know.
But we not
gonna win without him though, huh?
I know we can win without Draymond.
I know we can win without Draymond.
I mean, especially,
blowing cats out, number one in the West.
But hold on. Did y'all see?
Like that?
Did y'all see Wiseman balling yesterday?
Oh yeah, Bowles.
Like watching him, and who was he going against? An NBA veteran, a big man with notoriety, right? Maybe not one of the elites, but he pretty solid. He's going against Nurkic. And I'm talking about his finishing around the rim.
Dunked on that man.
Was so finesse. And then he was doing putback dunks.
Yeah.
So, and then did you see Jermichael? Like, people be playing Jermichael like he wasn't balling on the Grizzlies. Like he wasn't balling on the Nuggets. Jermichael, like, he may not be a facilitator, a floor general, but he coming with that ferocity, right? He finna be out there.
Yeah, he gonna be on the floor.
So
he bigger than I like. I expect.
Yeah, Jermichael Green like 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah,
so he ain't no 6'6" Draymond.
Yeah, he's bigger than I. Yeah,
and he can shoot that rock. So where he ain't the floor general and he ain't facilitating like that. He coming in. He talented. He know how to shoot. He know how to attack the rim. He know how to finish above you. He athletic. So
he's okay playing the role.
So can we win without Draymond? You fucking right.
Yeah. So we gonna see. We gonna see.
Yeah, enough of that Warriors talk. Jesus. All right, let's get into LaMelo and his injury. How you feel like that'll impact the Hornets? They done for. I'm just gonna say it right there. If that man ain't playing, they done. They ain't winning without him.
What do you mean? They got LiAngelo.
Like I said, they ain't winning without him.
They got, ain't his name LiAngelo?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I think they're gonna be good. Jello.
All he do is shoot though. That's all he do is shoot the ball.
Well, now all he do is shoot. He ain't making this shit.
Yeah, he just
shooting. He finna get them.
He only out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean they be out. They'll be out. But they not winning. They not gonna be nothing.
They gonna be all right because Gordon Hayward back, y'all.
Oh,
you know,
for the time being. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you somebody that's on that roster that's like, damn, Kelly Oubre.
Bro,
that's
Kelly, you've been on this Oubre train for a long time.
Remember
when he was on the Suns and a free agent.
Remember when Oubre was on the Suns? I said we need to get Kelly Oubre, bring him to our team. Then he came to our team, but that was during a bad year. And then he chose to leave and pursue money, right? Kelly Oubre didn't want to sit behind Wiggins and Clay. He wanted money and he wanted playing time. So he took his little blonde hair ass over to the Hornets, and guess what?
Yeah.
Now you coming off the bench behind Terry Rozier.
Yeah, but see, look, that's good. We need role players. We need players that's okay in their role. We need players
That's why I said for him
in their role.
That's why I said for him.
He don't fit in the blue and gold.
But what I'm saying is for him, I know he sit there and he like, damn. And I sit there and be like, damn, what you could have been.
But see, some people, like you said, some people rather be paid than a champion. Yeah,
a lot of people rather be paid than a champion.
Yeah, look at Brunson. A lot of people gonna go get a check. A lot of people gonna get a check, especially if they early in their career. I can get off of my first two. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 25, 26. I'm gonna be making $100 million somewhere. I'm gonna make $100 million over the next 4 years, 80 million, 90 million. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I might be able to, and the team is selling me on within this 4 years. Yeah. We're gonna build a contender.
What Marshawn Lynch say? Protect your chicken.
Yeah, so they selling me on, oh, you come to New York, we gonna put this here for you. You come, you know what I'm saying? They selling you on that. Why wouldn't you go try? It only when you get late in your career that you be like, well, I'm gonna go to a team that's already put together.
Mm-hmm. Try to get you one.
Yeah.
Right now, that money. Get that money.
Get that bread.
But I say with him, with LaMelo being out, it's gonna I mean, that's that floor general. That's who get the motion going. So it's gonna be a different style of balling, but I think it's gonna open up for Terry Rozier into that scary Terry time. And then we really get to see what we're going to get from Gordon Hayward. So it gives them opportunity. Then when he come back, hopefully he bounce back like I think he will. And they'll get rolling. They'll get to rolling and finish up around between the 8th and the 10th seed for the season.
That's a big foot to step on, you know. That's a big dude foot to get stepped on. Like, yeah.
Who stepped on him?
I don't even know, but I looked at it. It was some big dude. They all big. I don't care who step on you, fool. If one of them step on you, if a big 6'10" nigga step on me, my foot hurt for 2 weeks. I'm hurt for 2 weeks. So yeah.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll get it back.
He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He young too. His bones should just.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Young boy
right back.
should just snap right back. Even though his brother bones ain't snapping right back. You know what I'm saying? He the youngest, so he should be able to.
Yeah.
Right back.
Feel like he the most talented?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. By far.
Yeah,
by far.
Yeah, they need him.
Like I said, I remember when he was probably like 14, 15, and this was like right when Lonzo came into the league before his rookie season. He was coming into the league. And I remember watching him on live stream. It was like Facebook Live, something. It was just a video that I seen, but and they were playing in the backyard. And I was like, the crazy thing is LaMelo is giving Lonzo that work right now. Like, I can tell Lonzo can turn it up, but his little brother giving him that work right now. And I said, when I seen that video, I said, LaMelo gonna be nice because he's at Lonzo's level and he only like in his early teenage years. Yeah. And that confidence is a beast, bro.
Then he scored like, was that him that scored like 70, 80, 90 points in the high school game?
Scored 100.
So, and you have to, LaMelo is not humble like Lonzo.
Yeah.
So Lonzo, him being humble, sometimes he puts himself like in a shell. He's so humble. Like LaMelo, like, nah. So, but y'all seen before he went down, I think really what happened was y'all seen he got his ass dropped. Fucked around and got his ass dropped. You see this? Who was that dropped him, bro? I need to go back and look. I was trying, they hit him with something and he fell. I was like, who? I mean, but afterwards, LaMelo turned up and he had went off, but I would say he fucked around and got dropped. Yeah.
Speaking of drop, who you feel like dropped some notable performances preseason so far? It's been a nice preseason for the minutes that we getting out of these stars and superstars and stuff like that. Who you feel like got some nice performances so far?
James Wiseman. That boy look like he can ball again. When you talk about how he was dominating in high school, and then pretty much he went from high school to the NBA really without playing any games. And the few games he played in the NBA, you was like, has this kid ever played ball before? Like, he don't look like that no more. So I'm saying James Wiseman, notable. That boy can score. That boy can shoot. He can catch the ball now. Because I remember his rookie year, he couldn't catch the ball for shiz not eat. That boy can catch oops. Y'all seen the time when Poole drove to the bucket and got the ball ripped and James Wiseman caught it like it was a pass and he went up and finished? James Wiseman.
Okay.
You think, bro?
I think that who was it the other day that was going off? I seen Steph go off in a game. So
I mean, Steph and Poole dropped like 59 together type stuff.
Yeah, so they're having a good preseason right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Trae Young. Trae Young was balling.
Trae Young was balling, has been balling, yes.
Yeah.
You know, just watching players come back, they don't look like they starting out the season so much. Players that look like they've
been in it
already. We've been balling all summer.
Yeah.
We've been hooping all summer. We ready to come hoop. Like, so yeah, I just want to see. Really, I've been looking at Zion hoop, and just being able to see him get up and down the floor. I want to see what they be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah.
haven't really seen much Brandon Ingram.
No.
So, with them, with they whole unit, I want to see what they look like. Because they do got a nice big next to Zion. They do got nice wings out there. Like they have a team out there now, kind of. I mean, you look at it, they got a team out there, kind of. It's like, okay, from one to, okay, McCollum, okay, Ingram, okay, Zion, okay, Valentine, okay. Yeah, I got a life little squad over here. So, see what they put all together.
I say somebody else, Paulo Banchero.
Yeah.
I feel like he's getting better and better.
Yeah.
So, but y'all seen, I'm gonna break from the subject. Ben Simmons had a little Draymond Ben Simmons night. 7 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals.
Bro,
What you want?
Bro, he gonna do that. He's on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gonna do that. He gonna do that. He gonna do that. He gonna do that. He
Make
gonna make the game real easy. He got the game real easy. Them assists gonna come real easy for him.
Mm-hmm.
coming back.
Wait till TJ Warren come. Do you think when TJ Warren come back, bro, do you think you start Royce O'Neal? Do you start Joe Harris, or do you start TJ Warren?
I would start. Damn, I don't know, because O'Neal give you more defense help with them.
Yeah.
Harris gonna add the shooting because you got more shooting to help. Everything helps Ben. Like everything helps Ben. He can pass to more shooters. He can help on defense. Like this is everybody he passed to can shoot except like Nicky Claxton.
Yeah.
Other than him, and he can just throw that bitch up to him. See, everybody he passed to can do something with. But I don't know Harris. I don't know until Harris get his like rhythm because he ain't been really shooting like lights out like he normally shoot.
Yeah.
He was airballing in the game. So I think you got to get a nod to Royce right now. And even when Warren come back, you got to let Royce still rock.
Yeah.
Because Harris don't really look like Harris.
Because I'm looking at it like, am I really worried about defense when you got Ben Simmons and KD out there and Claxton? Nah. But I mean, you could easily let TJ Warren run with that second unit with Seth because they still got Seth. So is Seth coming off the bench now, or is he starting? But TJ Warren can run with Seth and Patty Mills.
Because if you put Ben, KD, and Claxton in, you can have Irvin and somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You can have Irvin, and I guess you would put Royce. Oh, yeah, at the 2. Because, I guess, Because you could put Seth right there and have all type of shooting out there with that boy.
With Ben Simmons. I mean, get Ben Simmons out there to play ball.
Yeah, let him run the power forward. Yeah, I'm like that. Yeah, or the 3. He can guard both. So, it's a good problem to have. They beat the Bucks tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Giannis still had a good game.
That's a good win.
Yeah, no Chris Middleton though.
Oh yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see what that's like. When you put Chris Middleton on there, I mean, that's a different dynamic to that game.
Oh yeah.
More scoring out on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. All right, what y'all think about the Lakers extending Rob Pelinka? I think that was a good move.
Yeah. I don't see anything, like I don't know much about the Lakers organization as far as Rob Pelinka and but I don't really see anything that he's done that he shouldn't have, because you seen when they had Magic Johnson, right? And then it became tumultuous, right? And Magic Johnson left, and he was pretty much insinuating like Rob Pelinka finna take y'all down, and then you seen them go up. since then. And people actually, LA became a target in LA again. You know, man, then they start competing with the Clippers as far as where people want to go. So I think he's done a good job. I think some things LeBron James had a hand in, GM LeBron. Like instead of getting DeRozan and Buddy Hield, they got Westbrook, and it kind of made sense. Westbrook, durable, play a similar role as LeBron as far as running that floor and the intensity, and but I don't think they really paid attention to it. Like LeBron, you've had shooters around you, and we don't have it, with Westbrook. So I don't see why they wouldn't have, extended Rob Pelinka. I think he's done a good job, especially post Magic Johnson.
Yeah, I think that the same thing kind of with Rob. He has made great moves when he was working with Magic Johnson. If you take all his draft picks and you leave him in LA, he had Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, and Lonzo Ball. He put a great team together. He brought LeBron James in. He brought Anthony Davis in. He's made great NBA moves for the Lakers. Even bringing Westbrook, because bringing Westbrook in, LeBron want a player that off the ball can go get a bucket. Last year, you put Westbrook in a position where he's off the ball, standing in the corner, and you want him to be a better shooter. That's cool, but that's never how Westbrook has thrived in his career. With LeBron being the best mind in basketball, LeBron, in my opinion, should have took a back seat. LeBron should have let Westbrook just go be Westbrook, and he adjust his game, and in the fourth quarter take over games. Because Westbrook is better off with the ball in his hand. He's never played without the ball in his hand. He's never thrived without the ball in his hand. And they've only criticized him the one season he didn't have the ball in his hand. In that season he didn't have the ball in his hand, he finished the season 17, 8, and 8. So he still played basketball, but you put him in a corner, told him to be a shooter because he has to play with another ball handler that's a dominant ball handler. I say let Westbrook be dominant. LeBron became a better shooter. LeBron is more efficient when he drives. LeBron know how to control the game from the post now when he posts up from now. So let Westbrook just go, because now he's passing the ball to LeBron when he gets lost. He's passing the ball to AD when he gets lost.
But that's what it goes back to my comment from a previous episode. I think it was episode 5 when I said Westbrook, when he's on the Thunder, like, we know he's a passer, right? But the way he passes is, once I don't have anything, then I pass. Mm-hmm. So will that work with AD being your number one guy, LeBron being your number two guy, and is Westbrook even your number three guy? I don't know. So I think that was the issue, because when Westbrook got that ball, Westbrook he's not like a LaMelo. He's kind of like a Luka on steroids, because Luka kind of like the same way. Like, Luka can facilitate, but Luka finna see what he can get. But Luka will pass the ball. He's more like willing to pass than Westbrook. Westbrook is like, Westbrook can be mid-air and he ain't got nowhere to go. And then even then he fighting with, like, I'm still not trying to pass this ball. Unless you will see him chasing that triple-double, then that's when he'll get to making plays and stuff like that. But other than that, Westbrook trying to score. So, but Rob Pelinka, I think that was a good business move for them. Because even, it got pretty toxic there with all, like, the level of hype around Lonzo when he wasn't the chosen one, but he was given the reins. Like, when you think about Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, like, all these people came in and they were pretty much told, like, this your team. Like, you're about to take over. Julius Randle got hurt, right? Then you get Brandon Ingram, and then he was dealing with what Brandon Ingram had going on. I know he had some injuries, and then they brought in Lonzo and Kuzma, and he kind of took a backseat to them when really he should have been given the reins. And then they brought in, then they brought in LeBron. So he like, this damn sure ain't my team no more. And then when his name being brought up in those trade talks, that killed his mentality. Like he was like, all right, I'm ready to go. So Brandon Ingram, like one of the best things for him once it hit that point was for him to go. And you see everybody that left has been balling. Even Josh Hart, not a superstar, not an all-star, but in his role playing abilities, sometimes he's an X factor. Like everybody that has left has been balling for the most part. Josh Hart, Lonzo when he healthy, Brandon Ingram now a franchise player, arguably. Julius Randle doing what we knew he was going to do. Yeah.
In the MVP talks a couple years ago.
Yeah. Got the Knicks to a decent place in the playoffs, and then the Knicks happened. So I say Rob Pelinka, pay that man. Pay that man.
Got to.
Definitely. I agree. Oh, snap. Gotta go back to this Warriors.
Boom, boom,
I
boom.
think Jordan Poole weak or soft for how he handled being hit by Draymond, the boogeyman.
So when I was looking at this, I remember some of our conversations, and you see what Kwame is saying, and the basketball world and celebrities, and and I say even some of the stuff we say, like he ain't from where we from, and I was like really thinking like, but is he really weak? Is he really weak? And I'm gonna say no. Because it takes somebody that's really strong-minded to be able to overcome something like this. Because you got to think the image, like how people are looking at him. Oh, he ain't from the hood. He ain't from the streets. He's soft. Like you got to be able to bounce back and show facing. Did you see that man on camera for the first time? Had you not had social media, you would have probably never known anything happened to that man. He was in there balling. I say he looked the same. He was doing what he do. So me personally, is he weak? No. He's stronger than the person that would have went back at Draymond. That man understand what the target is. The focus is a championship. The focus is that moolah, that money. So when we were talking earlier about them not suspending Draymond, I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan Poole was in that meet. Like, nah, he's pivotal to this team. I wouldn't be surprised. So while everybody's sitting back looking, saying he weak, he's soft, know that man about that money. That man about getting a championship. That man is strong-minded, has the mental fortitude that many people in this world does not have. So I take my hat off to that guy, JP Jordan Poole, back in action.
No, I don't think he weak. Because I imagine he had to sit and talk to everybody in the organization as well. He had to sit and call his mom and his dad and everybody as well. And everybody that might have wanted him to do something, or probably family, cousins, and everybody. His mama got to get her rent paid too. His daddy got to get his truck or mortgage paid too. They all live in a certain life because of the benefits that he was able to provide right now. So if they sitting there like, boy, why would you go do something to jeopardize your career? Why would you go do? No, you sit there and you go play basketball. That's what you got paid to do. I can imagine everybody around him that even want to, or like, bro, go play basketball. What are you going to do? Go fight your teammate? That's still your teammate. I can imagine all his teammates are like, bro, that's still our teammate, bro. It is what it is. We got your back and whatever that happened. The organization, we got your back and whatever that happened. Just go play basketball. Just go play basketball. We'll take care of everything else. We'll take care of Draymond. So after everybody around you is telling you, just go hoop, you will feel a way if you just go do some craziness. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even feel like you being you no more. You didn't do it in the first place. It's not who you are in the first place. So I don't feel like you saw for not turning up.
Don't feel like you soft for not throwing it all away.
Yeah, you got a lot going.
All it takes is that initial response. But it was funny. I laughed when you first started talking because Will came on the mic and was like, nah, he not weak. I mean, I'd have knocked Draymond ass out.
That's what it sounds like.
That's why I started laughing. Draymond would have been tussling. I'd have lost all the money.
We all know hindsight 2020. Looking at it now, of course he did the right thing. we all can commend him. All of us can't say that would have done the same thing in that moment. So for him to, maybe it was a good thing he got knocked out allegedly or something, gave him a chance to not react the way he did. Because if he put a solidly ate that mug standing straight up, he probably would have just naturally reacted and swung back or tried to do something. But maybe him going to sleep was probably the best thing for him a little bit. So he didn't react.
Yeah.
So he did the right thing, he did what he's supposed to do, but that's what we always say. Yeah. When we all looking back at it, we sitting at the judge, staring at the judge, and like, man, I shouldn't have done nothing. Hey, man, I'm tripping.
But that's also
in that
I
moment.
Think about it, like Jordan was a different generation too. Because if it been Andre Iguodala or one of the people that's a little older, they not letting that, as much as they talk like that. You're not letting one of your peers, nigga, we the same age, we in the same kind of what. You're not letting one of them just get it. You ain't letting one of them just do it. But because he's so much younger and he like the little bro, it always, that holds weight to it too. Because I don't think all these players that's talking like, oh, that happened, they wouldn't have done that to Matt Barnes. He wouldn't have done that to just Steven Jackson. And Steven Jackson wouldn't have let that ride if they was the same age in the same locker room.
But the other thing you got to consider though is Jordan Poole. He's still in his rookie contract.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so he hasn't had the career to even have a bag for real. That's because Jordan Poole wasn't a lottery pick. He was like a 20th, around a 20th pick, 26, right? So he trying to get that bag, that extension. So, hey, like I say, hats off to you, Jordan Poole. You
you right. Like after they didn't got paid at a contract like Draymond.
Hold on, get two of them contracts, then you may be willing to.
That's what I'm saying. And late in their career, they 30 something, they not letting that slide. They ain't the little bro no more either. They feel like they the OG. They feel like they've been in the league a little bit, and Draymond punch off on them like that. Oh, they coming back to practice next day. Like it's different. Yeah. They coming, they not doing that. So,
hey, word on the block
all they want, but Kendrick Perkins on his last year in the league would have been back fighting Draymond the next day. Don't let him talk like he would have been on there.
Yeah. Speaking of Zion, that boy left the game. Left ankle soreness.
Or soreness.
So I feel conflicted with him when they like him being that big, that heavy. He not gonna be able to sustain because NBA a lot more practices, a lot more games. And I'm like, well, he doing it, ain't he? But then at the same time, like he ain't never healthy either. So I just seen he only played 11 minutes tonight. So it could be precautionary, right?
Hopefully it's precautionary.
Most definitely it is. I mean, I ain't finna run him into the dirt in preseason.
Yeah,
you better make it to Christmas at least. Give us a fighting chance. Do something.
Make that money.
Pay you too much to be sitting watching.
Yeah,
watching more than you playing. But yeah, definitely. I mean, tell the media something. Your ankle sore. Let him sit down. Let him do what he do.
Yeah, let him heal because there's only a couple games into the preseason. You got soreness already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they playing hard. That's what I'm saying. They seem like they playing hard.
But if they let him play like 60 games this year, 55, 60 games, and just work him back in, see, like if we play Clay 60 games, I'd be okay with it. Out of 82, let him sit 22 games, bro. You know what I'm saying? He don't play back to backs. You know what I'm saying? Let them get that Kawhi.
You don't think Clay back?
I think he should be back.
We don't need him to do that now. At 30-some years old, we.
I mean, he not the same role that he did before then because you got Wiggins, but man, he ain't got his body ain't got to take the toll like it used to because Clay was
Kawhi. Remember how the Spurs played they Tim Duncan, Ginobili, and Manu when they got Kawhi and Bellinelli. They leaned on them young boys that most of that season. They was sitting them boys, letting them the team fly without them. And they won that. They went to 2 or 3 championships back to back. Lost one to a corner 3 from Ray Allen, then came right back and won it the next year. Because he let them boys let Clay let them that shit. We cool. We got 4 of them. Luka need one. We okay. Let them boys rest. Let them boys rest.
Man,
we got four of them.
Why you gotta bring?
Because
why you gotta? We ain't even talking about the
if
Warriors
he
no
55,
more.
60 games, I'm cool with that. And we get to the playoffs healthy with a healthy Clay that played 60 games this year. I'm cool.
The topic was Zion. They ain't got the same options that y'all got.
Zion.
They don't have the same amount of skill and talent. They can't afford to sit like how y'all can.
Listen,
that's a whole different.
I'm a heavy boy, right? And I had lower injuries, lower body injuries. I had an ankle injury when I was super young, and I had a knee injury. When you got a lot of weight on you, you need to get that weight off you to get the weight off of your body when you running.
Was that a cause of that ankle injury?
Yeah, you was the cause of it.
Hey, go get that block. That boy went up in the air. Oh, he came down. Boy. That's exactly what happened. He was cursing me for the longest, bro. Damn, man, set me up.
Hey man, that's it, man. We gonna get it on the next one. We gonna get it on the next one.
Oh, me, hey. You know, that's all for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed the facts, opinions, and BS from LaQuell, Teddy, and Deuce. It's top of the key. We out.
Ready? Hope you pack shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it bad. These just my confession. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck. Don't speak